Welcome back to Driving Success, a Fleet Advantage podcast. I'm your host, Tracy Derival, and joining me today is Mac Hudson, who is our Senior Off-Lease Manager here at Fleet Advantage. Mac, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Awesome. And as you can see, we are live on the show floor of the 2026 NPTC Annual Conference. We are here discussing our latest industry survey on heavy-duty trucks, usage of AI. So again, we have Matt here who's going to share a little bit of insights on, or just give us a little bit of glimpse of our survey results. So before we start, Matt, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what do you do here at Fleet Advantage?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. So I've been in the transportation and logistics industry for about 9 years, held various different roles, but I joined Fleet Advantage a little over a year ago. And I work on our asset performance team and more specifically on the off-lease side. So I help our customers when trucks are coming up to their end of their lease expiration, working closely with them to make sure that they get set up to meet surrender conditions, and then get those trucks over to our remarketing team to help us sell. So
Awesome. And we're happy to have you. So now to get the episode started, one of the biggest things that we noticed or that we found within the industry survey is that generative AI has surged near universal adoptions for back office applications. So what do you think is driving that rapid adoption across private fleets?
yeah. So I think it's an interesting question. Like you said, it was basically non-existent last year, and to go from basically nothing to almost universally adopted at this point means there's got to be something to it, right?
Yeah.
So when I look at it, I think about, like you mentioned, the back office kind of work that it can do, but also looking at driver feedback, just kind of office tasks, accessing insights from any of your internal fleet documentation, SOPs, safety manuals, things like that. Really kind of helps you be able to kind of get some, excuse me, get some, time back in your day with things that might be a little bit more tedious. I think that's really where that adoption kind of took place. Is it's kind of a quick, low hanging fruit type of implementation that fleets can easily use and really saves them a lot of time. So I think that's kind of why it sticks out.
Right. And another thing that we also found is the foundational data problems that are preventing fleets from deeper operational returns from AI. So, what have been some of the biggest barriers that have been identified within the survey?
Yep. So looking at the survey, there's a couple that really jump out to me, to start. And the first one is data integration. So respondents reported that issues jumped from 38% to 71%. And
Yep.
so I think about that and kind of apply it to my own experiences. And data integration is always a little bit challenging, but it's really integral to your success. So I think the fact that people are calling it out, I think they're probably trying to integrate more kind of systems into the database for AI to use and kind of help you kind of make sense of all that. So second, I think inaccurate data concerns, that was a concern that rose year over year. And so I think just like anything that's new, you got to make sure that you trust but verify. And the more kind of inputs you start having into the system, the more you're going to have to double check, and maybe gives you a little bit of pause and hesitation to make sure that it's correct, so you can kind of use it without having to think about it. And then lastly, I'd say the lack of expertise. And I think that's really speaks to anything that's new, but especially with AI, really there's very few experts out there right now because there's a lot of people still just trying to figure it out in general. So,
Exactly.
I think that makes sense as to why it's, kind of showing up on the survey.
Okay. And I would say, lastly, within this survey, something that it definitely identified is there are several major untapped opportunities for AI in fleet operations. So, in which areas that really stood out to you the most in
Yeah.
regards to that?
Yeah, so I think TCO jumped out. Total cost of ownership really jumped out to me more than anything else.
Mhm.
And really, it's saying that not a lot of about 29% do not perform TCO modeling at all. But really, this is kind of a main driver for success and cost savings for fleets.
Mhm.
And having AI kind of help you with that is really kind of a no-brainer to me. So if you think about it, it can help you really collect all of your data from different data sources. Once you get them integrated, like we talked about, that's a challenge. But putting all that together and really giving fleets kind of insights into what are their strengths, what are their weaknesses, what is the right time for everybody to be turning in trucks and repurchasing and kind of exchanging. So I think that really jumped out the most to me, but it's really kind of the biggest bang for your buck, because if you can get that right, that really saves your organization and your fleets a ton of money and really helps out with driver retention with new trucks, any sort of cost measures, things like that. So that really jumped out the most to me.
Right. And on that note, we just want to say back, thank you so much for coming on the show and providing your insights and giving us a little bit of a glimpse on our AI survey results. So thank you again for
Th-
coming on.
Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it.
Awesome. And for our viewers and listeners, if you are interested in our full results of our transportation industry for heavy duty trucks usage of AI, please make sure to check out our latest press release on that. And if you enjoyed this video, please share, like, and leave a review. And until then, let's continue to drive solutions together.